Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adri Haridi bin Paidi, and today I will be presenting my final year project that titled C2Track Clearance and Checkout Tracking System. This is a web-based solution designed to streamline the clearance process for students at UiTM Campus 1 Samarahan. Okay, let's dive into the details. The current clearance process at UiTM Campus 1 Samarahan is manual, requiring students to physically visit multiple departments to submit documents and settle fees. This process is inefficient, time-consuming, and prone to errors. To address this issue, C2Track was developed as a centralized, web-based platform. It allows students to submit clearance requests and upload documents and images, and track their status in real time. Administrative staff can also manage approvals more efficiently, reducing paperwork and manual work. Okay, let's look at the key problems with the current system. First, the manual process requires students to visit multiple departments, leading to delays and inefficiencies. Second, there's a lack of transparency, as in students often struggle to track their clearance status, causing stress and confusion. And finally, administrative staff face a heavy workload managing large volumes of clearance requests manually, which increase the risk of errors. The objectives of C2Tracks are clear. First, we aim to develop a system that manages the entire clearance and checkout process. And second, we want to enable real-time tracking of clearance status and outstanding fees. Last but not least, we will test the system functionality before deployment. So in terms of scope, the system caters to two main users group, which is students who can submit requests and track their status, and administrative staff who can review and approve requests while managing outstanding fees. The development of C2Track follows the waterfall model, which ensures a structured and sequential approach. The first phase is requirement analysis, where we gather user needs and define system requirement. Next is the system design phase. We created a diagram, like a context diagram, data flow diagram, DFD, and entity relationship diagram, ERD, along with wireframes for the user interface, such as the sketch of the design of the interface. The implementation phase involves coding the system using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, MySQL, and etc. After that, we conduct testing, including unit testing, integration testing, and user acceptance testing. Finally, the system will be deployed and the maintenance will be maintained by the University Technology Mara Campus 1 Samarahan. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the literature review that is in chapter 2. During the literature review, we analyze existing system used by other universities. For example, the first example is Infrastructure University Kuala Lumpur. They use a paper-based clearance form, which is time-consuming and prone to errors. The next one is University Islam Malaysia, UIM. They also use a paper-based system, but it lacks of accessibility for remote students, and it's also time-consuming and prone to errors. And finally, it's University Malaysia, UM. They have manual checkout form for residential colleges, which is inefficient and lacks of digital integration. So when we talk about C2Track, it improved upon this system by offering a fully digital web-based solution with tracking and automated notification. Here is a comparison of C2Track with existing system that I extracted from my final report. While other systems are paper-based, C2Track is web-based, allowing for remote access. Unlike traditional system, C2Track provides a real-time progress tracking and automated notification, reducing the need for manual follow-ups. Additionally, C2Track is environmental friendly as it eliminates the needs for paper forms in paper. To better understand the challenges and the expectation of C2Track system, we conducted interviews with student and admin staff. Here are the key findings. For students, the main challenge are confusion and delays caused by the manual clearance processes. So, students express a strong desire for features like tracking and online submission and automated notification to simplify the process. While for admin staff, the primary challenges are time-consuming manual record keeping and the lack of centralized tracking system. Staff highlighted the need for a centralized platform to manage approval, automated notification, and tools to reduce paperwork. These insights guided the design and development of C2Track to ensure it addressed the needs of both students and staff. Okay, for the requirement, let's start with the functional requirements for C2Track. These are the core features that the system must provide. First one is centralized request submission. Students can submit clearance requests and upload documents online. Second one is status tracking. Students can track the status of their clearance requests in real time. The third one is document validation. Admin can review and approve or reject documents with comments or remarks. And the fourth one is notification. Both students and staff receive notification about pending tasks and the updates. And the fifth one is progress dashboard. Students have a user-friendly dashboard to view pending and completed tasks like the approval status and so on. And the last one is online submission of images. Students can upload documents or image in common formats like JPEG or PNG. These features ensure that C2Track meets the needs for both students and admin staff. Next, let's look at the non-functional requirement for C2Track. These define the quality attributes for the system. The first one is user-friendly interface. The system must be easy to use for both students and staff. The second is security, to ensure data privacy and protection of sensitive student information. The third one is compatibility. The system must be accessible through common web browser like Chrome or Firefox or Microsoft Edge, the new one. And the last but not least is scalability. The system must handle a large number of users, especially during peak periods like graduation or college checkout at the end of the semester. These requirements ensure that C2Track is not only functional, but also reliable, secure, and scalable. And now, let's look at the context diagram for C2Track. This diagram shows the high-level interaction between the system and its external entities, students and administrative staff. Students interact with the system to log in, submit clearance requests, upload documents and images, and track their status. While admin staff use the system to log in, review requests, and provide updates such as approval, whether the application is approved or not. This diagram provides a clear overview of the system scope and functionality. And next, we have the data flow diagram level 0, which illustrates the main processes and data flows in the system. The key process include login, where students and staff log in into the system, application submission, where students submit clearance requests and documents, and approval process, where admin review and approve requests. And lastly is status updates, which provide the updates to students and staff about the application. Next is the DFD level 1 breaks down the application process into 3 sub-processes. First, check for outstanding payments. It verifies and clears any unpaid fees. Second, request clearance. Allows students to submit their clearance requests and documents. And finally, the third one is check out hostel room. Ensures students complete hostel-related tasks such as returning keys. This sequential flow ensures an organized and efficient clearance process. The Entity Relationship Diagram (ERD) defines the relationship between the system's entities. The main entities are students who submit clearance requests, admin who review and approve requests, clearance requests which track the status and details of requests, and documents which store uploaded files. This diagram ensures a clear understanding of the system's data structure. Okay, the login page of C2Track is designed to be simple and user-friendly. At the top, the organization logo and the name are displayed prominently to establish trust and brand identity. The central feature is the login form, where users enter their credentials such as username and password from their student portal ID. Below the form is the login button, which is easy to click and allows users to access their accounts. Finally, the page includes a contact information section for users to reach out for support if needed. The designs ensure a seamless, intuitive, and secure login experience. The clearance and the checkout page is designed for a smooth and user-friendly experience. At the top, the organization logo and the name are displayed to reinforce brand identity and trust. The central feature is the clearance checkout form, where user input necessary details. The form is simple and intuitive with clear labels and logical grouping of fields to guide users step by step. A back button allows users to review or modify their information, while the submit button is prominent and easily accessible, enabling users to finalize the process with minimal effort. The approval status page is designed to display student information and clearance status. At the top, like usual, the organization logo and name to display to establish brand identity and trust. The central sections, the upper central section shows student inflow, including personal and academic details. Below the student's info, the approval status indicates whether clearance requests are approved or pending. This layout provides a quick and clear overview, helping users understand the current status without needing to navigate further. Okay, now let's discuss the key features of C2Track. For students, the system allows them to submit clearance requests, upload documents and images, and track their status in real time. They also receive notification about pending tasks. For administrative staff, the system provides a centralized platform to manage approvals, reduce paperwork, and generate reports. These features ensure a seamless experience for both students and staff. The expected outcome of C2Tracks are significant. First, it improves efficiency by streamlining the clearance process. Second, it enhances transparency by providing updates to students. And third, it reduces manual work for admin staff, minimizing errors. And finally, the fourth one, it modernized the administration process, setting a new standard for digital student management. So, in conclusion, C2Track is a comprehensive web-based solution system designed to modernize the clearance and checkout process at UiTM Campus 1 Samarahan. By automating key steps and providing updates, the system improves efficiency, transparency, and user experience for both students and admin staff. Future enhancements could include mobile accessibility and advanced reporting tools. That's it from me, Adri Haridi Bimpadi, about my system. Thank you again for your time. Have a great day, and I hope my presentation has enlightened you about the C2Track system. Thank you. Bye bye.